Hello everyone, Krydex here. Welcome back to our Nullius playthrough. We're picking up right where we left off, second part of the stream. We just finished this giant glass build with hard glass, soft glass. It's not called soft glass, but hard glass, glass fiber, fiberglass, soda ash. There's a lot of rhyming things in there. Sodium sulfate, sulfuric acid, sulfur dioxide, boric acid. We got crucibles going, all sorts of stuff. So that's all built. We've started realizing that power problems are beginning to happen. We have enough wind that when wind is good, we're fine, but we don't have enough of the geothermal backup type stuff. So that we're going to need more of that at some point. We made a list of all the rest of the things we're going to need, which is not all that many, before we have what I'm going to call the assembler party, which is just going to be dozens of large assemblers with productivity, maybe some mediums and only a few smalls needed to just literally click everything. And then, you know, as I need more of certain things, I can add more of certain things, but it's just too hard to know exactly how many of each building I'm going to need. And those will all be fully beaconed. So I think I'll start with aluminum and steel processing because it's going to look pretty similar to what I already did for iron. In fact, there's room here for me to do aluminum above it, what I think I'll do. And I do want to say I'm boxing aluminum already over here somewhere, maybe not right there. My aluminum is stopped yet again, and I don't know why. What is going on here? Graphite. Something's wrong with the graphite. I screwed this up. I came over here and I messed with stuff and I screwed it up. So we gotta go fix that. We will unscrew it up, hopefully. Also, what's going on with the sensors? Why don't I have any sensors? That's not good. That's very much not good. Is it just because of the aluminum shortage, probably? Sensors are like an OG. Some out of lamps? What do you go into lamps? Oh yeah, it's probably the aluminum sheets. Or I guess carbon fiber could be a problem, but something's the matter up here. But we are boxing aluminum, so that's good. That's why I looked at this originally. So what did I do to break graphite? So graphite can't go because hydrogen output is maxed out. Hydrogen is maxed out because this is not topping up as it should be. This is a top up to 30. And that, I think, is the only problem. Wow. That's literally all it took, I think. Because then there will always be room for this hydrogen to get used first. And then these only top up to 30, and it only overflows when it's at 50. So it'll only start spitting out into this part of the network if it really has too much from all of this stuff. So I think that's all it needed. And we should see graphite flowing in here, which means, and just to help things out, let's toss a big beacon here, here, and there. We already got one there. So we can make these a little faster. We have lots of alumina, which is great. Oh, and that can even be next tier productivity. This is already upgraded to the next tier. Sweet. This one, I should switch over to this type of productivity. It's more productive and it doesn't have penalties. So that's great. And then the carbide is getting used here first, but it looks like that's already all stocked up, so then the carbide goes to these to make even more aluminum. Sweet! Okay, and graphite's good to go. This all seems correctamundo. It's the official term. Okay. So now it looks like the aluminum ingots are running quite a bit better than they were before. Hopefully to not actually stop this time. Sheesh. And this is set up. For hydroxide, we've got alumina set up. Now, this is a little interesting. It's not as fast as I want, so I think I actually want 2 of these set up. So we can box a little bit more alumina per second, because I do use alumina in a lot of stuff. I don't want that to be the thing that holds me up. Alright, now I already have titanium tetrachloride. I need it in such small amounts. I mean, we're talking like 2 per sensor node 2. That I might not add another makeup for that for a while. And what happened here? Even... Oh, my solar build broke. Somehow. That's not good. Because that's supposed to be self-sustaining. Looks like I mixed. Did I mix my power networks? Somehow? Is that what happened? Thought I'd been avoiding pretty nicely. I don't know. I was connected. Whatever. Who cares? It'll at least do something if I connect it. It won't do anything if I leave it disconnected. So that doesn't seem like the best solution. Okay. Wow. Here we go. Back to aluminum. Now, or aluminium, depending on if you think the Boston Tea Party was a good or bad thing. So for aluminum, we have all the same pieces as iron, right? We have... Oh, and I'm not even doing iron gears. Crap. I need to make those. Those are just in assemblers, though. So we have plates, we have rods, we have sheets, and we have wires. It's all the same stuff. So I really want to just copy this. And then we just need to change... We still use lubricant for the 2 ones that use lubricant, but I just have hydrochloric acid instead of caustic solution for those. So really what I want to do is copy this to up here. Maybe to there. And remove all of these before they get filled with stuff they're not supposed to be filled with. Which I'm probably too late on that. Okay. It's a good start, at least. And we're clearly short on buildings. I assume the bots will be here soon to take care of all that. And then this is going to be aluminum sheet. And we have wastewater instead of sludge. So we're going to need to make these the top of their little pipe. Oh, nope, this one is fine the way it is because we actually want lubricant for all that. I assume bots are coming. I hope. Oh, that's hilarious. All the construction bots were way up here. Oh, there's a bunch of volcanic gas right there. I don't think I knew that. That's new. That's a discovery. That's a lot of power. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 fumaroles. Now that, if I start building up, 14 fumaroles. Okay. So what I want is geothermal plant 2. I'm going to do all 14, baby. We're going to do Stirling engine 2s. What did we decide? We needed like 10 of these? No, more than 10. What was it? It was like 14. I'm going to do like 16 per. So 16 times 14. What even is that? I'm just going to call it 225. Make it an even number. Oh, it's 140 plus 60, which is 200. 140 is 14 times 10. And we're doing 16 times 14. This is way too hard. 16 times 14. I would have gotten there eventually. 224. Wow, my 226 guess was very close. Because I was just thinking 15 times 15 is 225. So 16 times 14, I guess I should have known it's slightly smaller, not slightly bigger. And then we want heat pipes. And let's say we need, I don't know, 30 for each setup. So 300, so 420. So that's 16 each, 30 heat pipes each. Let's just make it a solid 600. So that will fill up. Hopefully there's enough spaces in it. And then that will be the setup that we just pick up with us to go get more power once we're ready for it. Back to this, our actual current goals. So we need boxes of rods. These are not boxes. Boxes of plates. Here we need boxes of aluminum wires. Here we need boxes of aluminum sheets. And that's all set up. Wastewater. Wastewater want water. Wait, that's not how it works. Make these go up. Lubricants connected. This I can just request. Copy that. This one. Copy that. Okay. Good, good, good. We need lubricant. We already got it. That's all good. So here we just need caustic solution, unbarreling. What does all of this use put together? Nothing. 28 per second. So we will unbarrel. Actually, here seems perfect. Then I can just go to the right. Caustic, unbarreling. There we go. Is that? Yeah. That's the right barrel. We're out of logistic spots. For what it's worth. Plop that guy down. Click, click. Copy. We also are missing modules on this for some reason. Modules on those as well. And I think that does it. So once the bots catch up, which, woo, we got some hot mess going on over here. Me taking 224 Stirling engines, I blame that as the problem. These things are really expensive. So I figure it's going to take my base a little while to catch up with that. We're using over 500 megawatts right now. That's fine. I don't really care. We got time. But yeah, once the aluminum starts arriving, which should be any second, and the caustic solution has begun flowing. Right? Oh, this one does need it. There we go. Now they should start running. Yeah, and then we need wastewater to be ditched. That actually needs to connect up to here. Oh, that's the wrong one. Wastewater to here. To this. To an outfall. Okay. So we don't have to worry about outputs. There we go. Alright, all of our aluminum stuff is beginning. Okay, now we need the same thing for steel. And steel uses the same things. Hold on, it's gonna be easier if I click on a foundry. So plates and rods both use sulfuric acid and make sludge. These both need lubricant. And then we also need beams. That's kind of the bonus one. Bonus beams. So I think I'm going to copy this again because it is exactly what we want. And I'm going to move it over here where my steel is, which is fine. It's a little less efficient maybe, but sure. Go for it. Knock yourself out. Just gotta make sure we got bot coverage everywhere. And remove the requesters before things get dicey here. And then start changing, wait for the bots. I guess we need to release some more construction bots. This is going to be steel plates. These are going to be steel rods. Steel wire. Steel sheet coil. Base is definitely working overtime right now. All those stupid Stirling engines. Amount of sulfuric, very small. Amount of sludge, very small. I am dealing with sludge, so I'm going to have to just barrel that and ditch the barrels, I believe, is how I'm doing this. So we want barreling with an active provider sludge, fill sludge barrel. And then emptying, unbarreling, whatever you want to call it. That'll be sulfuric acid. Now that we have that, that's great. Request a bunch of those. We'll just wrap around at the bottom. Oh, we already are. Perfect. So then that should all be set up. And then lubricant, same story. We need an unbarreler since this is separated. So we'll just do this. And unbarreling, lubricant. Request some of those. Uh-oh. Oh, I don't have lubricant barrels? Really? No, I made this. I know I did this. What's going on? It's right over here. Lubricant. hydrochloric acid is the problem. Wait, did I just legit not even deal with... Yep, that's what happened. Okay, well, I have no one to blame but myself. I literally never even dealt with the output of the hydrochloric acid. That's hilarious. So we need some barreling here of hydrochloric acid. And it needs to be right there, and we need to do active providing. And that should do it. Why is that? Oh. There we go. Okay, so that should do it, and I do want to double check that I'm venting hydrochloric acid barrels. I think we are. Yeah, this guy is only set to go for over 1,000. And then he pops hydrochloric acid into this network. Yep. Okay, we're good. Alright. So that was an interesting one. I don't know why. Okay, now these are running again and lubricant is happening. Don't know why I never dealt with that. Surprised no one caught it in the comments. That one slipped by us all, didn't it? Okay, so back to here. Anyway, that should finally get me some barrels for that lubricant. And then we just need requester chests here. 2 clicks each is plenty. Yeah, maybe I'll do 30 for that one. And then this one uses 0.5, so 50. Alright. So there's all that. And then finally we wanted steel cable. How do I make a box of steel cable? That's in a large assembler. So we do need a few of those. I'll kind of just carry on this row. I'm not going to need as many of them. Honestly, 3 feels like enough. Yeah, holy cow. That uses 16 boxes a second, which I'm not even coming close to making that. I'll just do 2. And then each of these can just have their own and insert into provider chest. Okay. So that's taken care of. And then we also want steel beams, which is just using steel ingot boxes in a foundry. So I do need kind of a space here. Carrying on for steel beams. I don't know how many a second I'll need. We'll start with this. Definitely gonna run out of power soon. I'm just building these without regard for power. So that makes sense. Okay. Requester. Copy that. Copy that. That should do it. For steel beams. As well. Okay. So, aluminum steel processing is checked off the list. Go team. My base is silently, or not so silently, crying to itself after what I've just done. But, you know, things are building up. It's just gonna take a minute. It's gonna take a minute, and our iron usage, I'm imagining, is shooting up. Yep, there it is. There's iron ore. you can see we are using a lot more of it at the moment. And that will continue for a little bit. And our aluminum, which we just built, has already backed up on those two, and the plates and rods are going to begin backing up any second now. Now that these have all fulfilled, well, not quite fulfilled their request, but close. And bots are currently an issue, so I'm going to go drop 200 more logistics bots into the network. And some construction bots as well. So that'll be helpful. And we're still short on sensors, which worries me. Not totally sure what's happening there. Let's go take a look at that too. So sensors are here. We're still having lamp issues. Not totally sure why. Where are my tier 2 bots? Aren't they? Are they up higher? Yeah, they're up higher. Here they are. Let's drop another 50 con bots and another 200 logi bots. So now up to 2,000 and 250. Now sensors are struggling because of lamps. I know I switched over to the lamp recipe that uses the higher tech because they're more efficient. But clearly I've run out of something. Where did I put that? Let's try to find it without the bots flying around here. Lamps. Where did I put that? Lamps, lamps, lamps. I wish I could zoom in a little bit further. Ah, there it is. Wait, did I lose it? I thought it was right here. Oh, it's okay. Okay, here we go. Lamps, they're running. I'll let them build up a little bit more. I guess I can add some speed here. Need for speed. So, 2 per second. Okay. It looks like aluminum sheets were the issue. And maybe we were just working on catching up with aluminum. That's potentially what was happening there. Because it looks like everything else is sitting here. Other than aluminum. We've got glass, we've got carbon fiber, we just don't have aluminum sheets. Speaking of aluminum, let's just check. It does look like it's slower than it should be. No, is that right? Yeah, okay, everything's running. The main issue seems to actually be the speed of these medium furnaces. Those are all running full time. These inserters aren't keeping up. That's the problem. Just an inserter upgrade will do wonders. Which I guess I could probably use the upgrade planer for, but I'm already here. So hopefully this helps. Because those can use basically a full belt of alumina. And those can make a full belt of alumina, so that's good. Okay. That will slightly improve things. Alright. What's next? What's next? So that's all running. It's all good to go. I put more bots in the network. They're still not caught up, but at least I have 2,000 trying to catch up instead of 1,800 trying to catch up. Looks like it might be time for the other 100. I like an even 2,000, don't get me wrong, but I have need of more. So we'll go to 2100. It'll catch up. I added a lot of strain at the same time. Namely, all the aluminum stuff, all the steel stuff, and then asking for just such an incredible amount of value with all these Stirling engines here. Which it's going to take forever to fulfill these. It's gotten 140, which is actually quite impressive. But yeah, that's going to take a while to finish out. Because those Stirling engine 2s require quite a lot. And heat pipe 2s require insulation. So that won't be a fast process. Yeah, I mean, you can see there's a ton of bots flying around this area down here. Grabbing whatever's down here. Methane. Oh, methane for graphite. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, well, we did the things on that list. Okay, what do I want to do next? Let's do nitric acid. That one's really easy. Isn't it just nitrogen and oxygen? Or nitrogen and water? What is nitric acid? Sorry, oxygen and ammonia. So nitrogen, hydrogen, and oxygen is all that is. Because ammonia, yeah, it's just that. Now, we already have an ammonia build, right? Yeah, up here. So ammonia and oxygen, which is all right here, makes nitric acid. So let's just do that. Should be fast. So that's going to be over here. I kind of want to take advantage of these beacons that are already here. Is that in the range? No, it's not. Okay, so nitric acid. That makes 54. How much ammonia can I make? 200. Yeah, we'll just throw a couple more of these on the end. Really no reason not to. I think given the type of ingredients, regular productivity is a better call. And then we're just gonna actually connect the ammonia, which I know is not what I love to do sometimes, but in this case I think it's fine. Oxygen's gone? Interesting. Compressed oxygen barrels are starting to reduce. Why are these not running? Don't those need to run for all this stuff? Guess we're not using any propane or plastics. This needs a decent amount of oxygen too. So we need like 2 unbarrelers. And then one of these. Shoot. That doesn't fit. Fine. Fine. Okay, whatever. That needs to move. Or maybe it doesn't. I can just connect them all with regular pipes. Do that, do that. 50, click. Okay, barreling. Oh, geez. What happened to my bots? Oh, I gave them all away. No wonder this is taking forever. Shoot. You know, I should have, now that I think about it, construction bots. 50 of them. Always requested. Barreling nitric acid. Yeah, okay, that's all good. Alright, so nitric acid is done. Sodium I could do next. I think. Or the poly and monosilicon. Let's do sodium. Sodium, is it also electrolyzers? Yeah, it's electrolyzers with hydroxide. And then we get oxygen and water out. Water is not really that big of a deal. Oxygen, also not that big of a deal. I can set this up down here where I can connect up to these oxygen getter-ridder-overs. So, this will be my sodium maker. Sodium, how much do I need? 3.6 a second. Surely that's enough for now, at least. And then the oxygen needs to... let's see, that's actually a 1 to 3. And then come over here, down, and... Oh, right. Compression is a thing. Compression is a thing, ain't it? So we'll compress the oxygen, and then we'll send it to here. And then we need... some boxes of the hydroxide. Nature. We'll do some belting and some fighting, and we're done. Bots have still not caught up, as we can tell. But that's sodium. Check. Okay, bricks and concrete is going to be a little trickier, probably. So we'll do poly and monosilicon. So the polycrystalline is hydrogen chloride, nitrogen, and we get back a decent amount of hydrogen chloride, so we'll do that in a loop. Did I not do this already? There's silicon ingots. No, I think I just did a better build on my original base, but I've never, like, rebuilt it. And then mono is poly plus argon. Okay, that's actually not too bad. So we'll do all that down here, maybe? Blup, blup, blup. Where's my silicon? It's coming from over here, actually, so maybe I should do this near the silicon. Even right in here, I can fit some stuff there. We'll try it. Ooh, 600 megawatts almost? We are pushing it to the limit. Okay, let's try... Yeah, this is a good spot. This is a good spot. Okay, so I think it's... Is it chem plants? Yeah, for polycrystalline. So we'll do a big row of those. Full productivity, of course. And let's see. Beacons. Beacon. Let's move this closer. Speed. Okay, so what is that? I make... Gosh, with productivity, this gives me back 109 of the hydrogen chloride needed. So there's a very small hydrogen chloride input that's actually required. And the hydrogen chloride can be made here. Like so. It would actually work best if I do it that way, because then I can connect like so. Okay. And then this hydrogen chloride is a top, or sorry, no. This connects directly. And then the top up is the unbarreling of hydrogen chloride. And then we also need nitrogen. Am I barreling nitrogen? Sure looks like it. So unbarreling, compressed nitrogen. So we need to leave 3 spaces and 1 more for good measure. And this is compressed blue stuff. And this is green and white stuff. That's generally how my brain thinks about these various gases and liquids. And then we need silicon ingots. We'll call it 60 per building. Oh yeah, and then I need pipes on each of these. And we want an inserter. Let's keep it short. Okay. Believe that'll do it. Okay. So then output priority right, we put them into a chest. And then we need the mono ones, which unfortunately use the nano fabs, which are pretty obnoxiously large. We'll put them here. Nano fabs. Of course, for some reason rotation is not copied when you copy paste settings. We can get more productivity in these, which is nice. All of that put together only needs 2 per second of these, which we have. Oh wow, that's actually not as much as I thought it was. That's only 1.4. I might need to copy this, actually. I also forgot to connect these guys. I guess we can always make it a little bit taller. We'll just kind of copy this up a bit higher. We'll do 2 more buildings, plus those 2 more beacons. That should help. Argon, we'll connect up. And that requires only 5 argon per second, so... Now I do have compressed argon, so we need space to decompress argon. Purple stuff, request it. Bingo. This comes up through. We need more space than that for the actual inserter, which is going to be here. So that's what we copy. And then, yeah, this is fine. I just realized the issue, but we have underground belts for a reason. So those will just come up here. Up and come down. Oh, these are supposed to be poly boxes. What am I doing? Sheesh. Amateur hour. Okay. That works. That works. Now this is now 77 per second, which is too fast for this guy. He needs some speed. There we go. Okay. Well, got that done. We're just blowing through our checklist here. So that takes care of the silicons. Now I want to look at none of these. I don't want to do any of these. How are we doing with our power chest. We have 156 out of 224. Turbine 2's done. So still a lot left to go on the, what are those called? Stirling engines. Once I have all that, I will go up to this geothermal up here and cover the entire thing. It'll be beautiful. Oh, I also want a bunch of thermal tanks. I guess I have 20. Probably am gonna want more. Where even am I? Here. I want 4 thermal tanks per. So 4 per is 4 times 14, which is 466. No, 56. Yes, that's correct. Alright, well, my poor... Those buildings that are making those things are going to take forever. Aluminum is almost backed up, so that's good news. Steel. How's steel doing while we're thinking about it? I also need some lamps over here. When everything looks black and white, you can tell you haven't built enough lamps. So steel beams are almost there. Steel cable is there. Steel wire, because it's making steel cable, is only about halfway there. Steel sheets are done. Plates are getting there, and rods are still making all those things. So, getting there on steel. That's good. Oh, we need some more lamps up here too. These new lamps are so nice. They go so much farther. Okay. So I guess bricks and concretes. Blech. Not excited about that. Let's actually throw that in Helmod. So we want boxed concrete like this. Probably want a second. We also want... Isn't there regular concrete? Yeah, regular concrete. And then we want refractory bricks. Which apparently uses ceramic powder. That's interesting. That's a new recipe. Okay, so we got all that. And, I mean, I have everything except the textile, so maybe we should do textile first. Textile, gypsum, insulate. We'll just do textile. Gypsum and insulation go together, but textile can be done by itself down here. Because it just needs the fibers. So, we'll run over to our acrylic fiber land, which is all the way over here. And textiles are made in what? Just assemblers. Easy enough. Large assemblers. Let's just go down where there's overlapping. Let's just build 4 of them. Seems like enough. It's not. We can always improve it later. Box of textile. 2 clicks seems actually like too much. Yeah, definitely too much. 1 click seems sufficient. Get those productivity bonuses. And box it up. Call it a day. There's textile. I can easily expand that. In fact, because it's so easy to expand it, without even knowing my demand, I'll put 2 more. So that doesn't really cost me anything. Makes it less likely I'll run out of textile. It might. Like, this makes 4 per second, and these use almost 4 anyway, so okay. I guess that's fair. All right, so textile's done, so we can actually make all of this. And we actually have, we have sand, we have gravel. We just need cement. Is cement used for anything else? Cement, boxes. Oh, mortar. Right. Now, mortar can't be boxed, it looks like. Yeah, so we're going to need to make mortar as well. Forgot about mortar. Mortar, we will go at 5 per second. And that's really annoying. Oh, I just chose the wrong recipe. I'm really annoying. Mortar boxed. Wait, what is it? Like, didn't actually search for it. There we go. That's what we want. Okay. So then 5 per second, because that's equivalent to a box. Alright. This is all pretty small, thankfully. We just need water and a little bit of calcium chloride. That should be pretty easy. Seems like actually a reasonably good spot for this. Because it's mostly solids. Let me actually apply productivity bonuses. And then apply large beacon with a speed module 2. That's technically applying 2 large beacons with the speed module 2, so. The trickiest one is just the reinforced concrete, which is like here. Okay, that hits all 6. Beautiful. We need 2 for regular concrete. We need an unbarreler on calcium chloride and on water. Nope, I don't have water in the network. This is one of the few things I would actually appreciate that, but you know what I do have is a lot of water right here. So I'll just bring that up. Okay, water, 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 water. Connect. Connect. Okay, water's done. And this needs water as well. Excuse me. Okay, so we've got all the water set up. Calcium chloride, empty, the green and brown, tan, whatever color that is, stuff. Gosh, I'm still out of bots. That tells you something. Okay, so we got all those. So check, check, check. Then we need one of these only. And then we need 2 of these. So. And that should do it. Feels strangely simple, but it does check out. Put these in a chest. These guys will go on a belt to a chest. And then we'll need requesters for these. Copy that. Roger, roger. And then this guy needs a requester. Click, click. Oh, it's missing cement. That's fine. Just do 2 clicks for each of these. Copy, 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 copy. 2 clicks for that. 4 clicks for that. 2, 3 clicks for that one. Seems sufficient. And unless I missed something, that's done, right? We don't have ceramic powder, though. So that'll be next, but, I mean, I think that's done. My robots are not happy with me, I'm sure, but whatever. I keep saying they'll catch up, and then I'm building stuff faster than they can catch up, so... Maybe they can't catch up. Maybe I've created a monster here. So let's work on Boron. Getting close to the end of the episode here. In fact, no, we'll do Boron first. Okay, we'll do Boron. Boxed Boron. It's pretty simple. I just need large furnaces. I'm just going with 5 on completely arbitrary numbers. That seems fine. Connect this. Oh, right, productivity. Do that, bring that up. Fill a box, and we're done. That's Boron. Boron goes into a couple different things, but primarily we're going to be using it for this. Boron, silicon ingot to ceramic powder, plus graphite, plus a whole heck of a lot of nitrogen. So do that here, I guess, and that's ceramic powder. And gotta connect these two, connect up a bunch of buildings. I'm gonna assume that's enough. It might not be. Productivity. We need a different requester chest, but same shape. And then we need a lot of nitrogen. Well, 180. I think a single unbarreler should handle that just peachy keen. Except it needs to be an unbarreler with some room. 1, 2, 3, because of decompressing the nitrogen. Okay, that's good. Looks good. Give you a little bit of speed just in case. This is monoxide as an output, which is valuable. So we need to compress it. And active gas barreling right there on filling compressed carbon. Oh, wrong one. Carbon monoxide barrel. This is if that one is less than 1,000. Seems good. Ceramic powder out, 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 out. Bring that up. And I think, oh, what is happening here? Oh, that makes alumina? How did I not notice that? We need a splitter here. To the right goes alumina boxes, and then that will be loaded into an active provider. So that needs to go bye-bye. And then we also need to deal with the wastewater, which I kind of forgot about, which will be here. Okay. Solid. Solid work. So ceramic powder's ready, which we needed for one of these things over here, so hopefully they start running. We're still short on cement for some reason. These require 6 items. No! So we need another one. Text. Now, why isn't cement working? Gypsum. I need gypsum. These are also 6 ingredients. So soda ash is going to need to be from this. I really didn't pay attention. We gotta flip that. The gypsum is requested here, so that's fine. That's running, that's running. So these need an extra one for textile box. What, 10? Is 10 enough? 10 is definitely enough. Even 8 is enough. We'll copy that to each. Okay. So gypsum is currently, I mean, that's still on the list. And bearings would finish out what I'm doing there. So let's get some bearings going. Go in line with that. Just keep the large beacon party going. Bearings, I want to say, are done in assemblers, and then we will call this an episode. So bearings, not done in an assembler. Oh, it's in a foundry, I remember now. Bearing box, need lubricant and foundries. Okay. So then we'll move this over here, get some foundries going. I have no idea how many bearing makers I'm going to need. But that should be sufficient for now. Leave room for expansion as always. Unbarrel, some lubricant. Click, 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 click. All the clicks. 50 seems sufficient. Yeah, that's plenty. This is only 1 bearing per second, but it's a bearing box per second, so call that good enough for now. So I can check that off the list. Sweet. Okay, we are really close to the creation list being finished, and this is after I look. I'm sure there's still some things I'm missing, but this is after I looked through the intermediates and metallurgy, trying to make sure I got everything I needed for what I call the assembler party. And that will be making all of these things in a new, more productive, larger building, beaconed way. And then, once I'm done with that, almost 100% of this will be useless. I'm still using that aluminum and maybe a couple things. I did say I was going to use like the titanium tetrachloride, but other than that, that's pretty much obsolete over here, which is awesome. Okay, well, I'm going to call it an episode for YouTube purposes. I'm going to keep streaming, but thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you all next time.